An independent computer repair company with service centers in Lincoln, Omaha, Papillion, Des Moines, and across the country via the Schrock desk. This is Compute This.
Good morning, folks, and welcome into Compute This. My name is Thor Schrock. I'm the owner of the Schrock Innovations Computer Company. Number to join us on the program this morning, 402-558-1110, or if you're outside the metro area, 888-250-2091. We are broadcasting the show live today on Facebook at facebook.com/Schrock Innovations. That's facebook.com/Schrock Innovations. You can pick the show up there, chit-chat with all the residents of Schrockville that join the program there and make comments throughout the show. Welcome you there as well. Today, guys, this is a big deal. This is the official radio show launch of the holiday special laptop and desktop. And I've given you some teasers up until this point, and a little bit. I think last week I tried to even in the aftershock throw some video in, some video teasers. So I was just trying to do a little bit here, a little bit there to make sure you guys were aware that it was happening. And I felt like we weren't doing as much as we had done in previous years. It was the 25th silver anniversary holiday special. It is the most powerful computer we have ever built at Schrock. And I'm going to have some stories to share with you during the aftershock today about staff reactions to this story and everything, how that went as we were launching it. But needless to say, I have technicians in my service center that don't have computers in their home that they play video games on that are as powerful as the holiday special. The holiday special is a more powerful computer than many of my technicians actually have at home. And in fact, we had one guy who was bragging about how, it's probably the best one we've ever had, but, it still doesn't touch my, whatever he had. And so, we sat down and started looking up specs and, measuring things. And all of a sudden he realized that, no, the holiday special was about 24% faster than his computer at home. So he was set back a little bit by that. So we're going to talk a little bit about the holiday special today, the laptop, the desktop. What is the holiday special? Why are we talking about holiday special before Halloween? We're going to cover all those topics for you today. But before we get into that, I want to make sure I mention that last week's show was also pretty spectacular. We had so many calls last week that we didn't even get to the fourth segment of the show because there were so many calls. There was an entire segment I didn't have to plan for today because it was like leftovers, I just use it from last week. It works out really well. But lots of great questions, lots of great comments. I'd encourage you to take a listen to that. You can hear that show over at SchrockInnovations.com. Just click on the radio show tab there, and it'll be the top one on the list that you can click on and give a listen to. So last week, we did give you those sneak peeks into the holiday special catalog. We also, the catalog, we told you if you wanted a digital copy of the catalog, you could email us for one of those. And something like 170 of you did. It was a lot of people that asked for catalogs. We also told you about a new iPhone bug that is impacting your phone's ability to act as an alarm clock. So if you rely on your iPhone as an alarm clock, there was a bug last week we talked about that you need to know about. We also took a ton of calls, as I mentioned. Quick update. Last week we updated you on this as well. Windows 11 22H3 has not released. I repeat, it is not released. You did not miss it. It wasn't something that did Thor say something and I just didn't hear the announcement? Nope. They have not released it. Everything internally from Microsoft said October was the month. So, they've got a couple days left here to release it, but it is not out. You didn't miss it. So, in fact, I just checked before we went live. Not that they would release it, on a Sunday morning, but just to make sure that it wasn't released before I went on the air, I did double check again. It is not released. So as soon as Microsoft releases 22H3, our team over at Schrock Interactive will download a copy of it. They'll upload it to our servers. We'll run a couple tests. We'll upgrade a lot of the shop computers and things and people on the bench that want the upgrade that are on the bench. Once we know everything is smooth like butter, we'll send the announcement that it's time for you guys to launch it as well. If you are going on vacation or you're not going to be around or something like that, and you're worried that your computer is going to get this massive update while you're gone and possibly not be functional when you get back, just turn your computer off before you leave. If you just shut the computer down, it won't get the update and everything will be fine when you get back. Now, when you get back and you turn it on, it'll start downloading the update immediately. So then, don't screw around. Once you get back, do the safe upgrade first. But if you purchase safe upgrade, You can turn the computer off if you're not going to be home. Also, I do want to mention, I didn't say this last week, and it was something somebody pointed out to me. Safe upgrade is not required on Windows 10 computers. Windows 10 is not getting any more feature updates. They're not getting any more new things. They're not getting any more changes. They're just getting patches. They're moving Windows 10 users along off into the sunset in October of 25. And so as a result, only Windows 11 users are going to have features and upgrades and things added to their computers. So if you have Windows 10, you don't need Safe Upgrade. If you have Windows 11, you really need Safe Upgrade. I had a job in my data recovery lab this week. It wasn't even the 2.3H2 patch. It was just a regular, everyday Microsoft patch. Iced this guy's computer, and he was in the data recovery lab for a data recovery. So you don't want that to be you. Make sure you take a look at Safe Upgrade. We have 32 copies of Safe Upgrade remaining. Now, as people use their copies, that will free up licenses that we can add back into the mix. But if you want to make sure that you've got a copy for your computer to launch when it's time to go, there's 32 of those remaining over at SchrockInnovations.com. Just click on Shop and then click on Specials. Now, while you're over there and you're clicking on Shop and you're clicking on Specials, you're going to notice there's a couple other specials there. Now, if you go to the Shop section of the website and you look at the modular PCs, you won't find a holiday special there. And if you go to the Shop section and you look at laptops, you won't find a holiday special laptop there either. But if you go to Shop and Specials, you will find a holiday special laptop and desktop there for you to look at as well, with all the specifications. You can order online, the whole Anchorito. You can check it out at SchrockInnovations.com. Why is that? It's October still. And yes, the lovely Kimberly is actively working on our Christmas tree setup here this week. When you're setting up 4 shop trees, plus your home trees, plus Christmas, plus vacation, plus everything else, it gets to be a lot. So she's like, you know what? I'm going to go in, and if somebody doesn't like that it's a Christmas tree on October 28th, go to a store right now. They're mixing Christmas music with the music at the grocery store already. So, I mean, it's pretty nuts. But so the Christmas trees are going up at Schrock. We're getting into that season, into that mood. And one of the challenges we have when we launch the holiday special is we like to launch it with a radio show, obviously. The problem is, do you launch it with the radio show before the sale starts or the radio show after the sale starts? And we've tried it both ways. So typically when we launch a holiday special, we'll send an email, we'll do a radio show or two. We'll go through and, we have a list of people who have expressed interest in the holiday special either throughout the course of a year. So people talk about it all year long. Can I get it yet? No, it's June. Sorry, it's the holiday. We might release it a couple days early on October, but we're not going to release it in June. Basically people will add their names to the list all year long. And so we call that the early bird list. These are the people that we will contact when the holiday special goes live, so that they're insured to get one, then they're first on the list and they get their delivery first because they've been technically, waiting the longest because they've wanted it for the longest. So I don't usually open the early bird list throughout the year. It's one of those things where my staff knows it exists. If somebody calls and says they want to know when it's released, they put them on the early bird list, and then we just forget about it till holiday special season. So, we were doing pretty good. We had, 40 or so laptops pre-built. We had about 40, 50 desktops pre-built. We had the monitors arriving. We had the keyboards in stock. I mean, we're going into the holiday special. We're like, this is going to be the first year you're going to be able to walk into a Schrock Innovations and be like, I want the holiday special, and take one home with you right there. It's going to be awesome, right? Then I opened the early bird list. Between people who have been on the list for the course of the better part of a year, all the way down through the people who called in to request catalogs last week from my offhanded comment. Yeah, we have a digital catalog. If you want one, just shoot me an email. Well, apparently like 170 of you did. And so, so you all got added to the early bird list. So then when I saw the early bird list, I opened it for the first time last week. I got a little scared because I'm like, we're going to sell all of these. We're going to sell out our entire pre-built inventory on day one. That has never happened before. We've never had this much pre-built inventory on day one. We were geared up for a record-breaking holiday special season. And it's gone. Yeah, like literally, no, they're all gone. The numbers, I broke the numbers down on here just so I would have an idea. But there are 24 customers that are currently in the build queue. That means we have sold all of the pre-built computers that we had, And there are 24 customers who have orders in, who have paid, who are waiting, whose computers are being actively built right now in the Papillion Service Center. We have 35 people still on the early bird list that did not, that basically either didn't respond when we called them back. They didn't answer the phone. They didn't respond. They said, hey, I don't want to buy one. I changed my mind. Stuff like that. There's still 35 people on the list there that could call back and say, hey, I'm an early bird. Can I get on the list and jump the line? Okay. 86 computers delivered this week, holiday specials to customers. And it's October, if that tells you anything. So this year it's going to be a little challenging and a little different, but we are building as fast as we can over at the Papillion Service Center. It's where all of our computers are hand built right here in Nebraska. They are then transferred to the other service centers. We transfer them to Des Moines. We transfer them to Lincoln. We transfer them to Omaha. And then the computers are then customized in those service centers for your individual needs and then delivered to you. So I guess what I'm getting at here, guys, is number one, if you are somebody who wanted to take a look at a holiday special, they are up on the website at SchrockInnovations.com. Click on Shop and Specials. You can see there's one picture of each there. This is a soft launch because it's still October, and we're doing this exclusively for our radio listeners. There is no email. There is no other notifications of any kind going out. There's not a big Facebook push that's happening today. Nothing is happening today unless you're listening to this radio show right now. And then you have the opportunity today. All the service centers except Des Moines are open from noon to 5. And then, of course, tomorrow we're open. All of them are open from 10 to 8. But then you will be one of the first people to walk in the door and put your order in. These 24 computers that we're building right now, they will be delivered probably by Tuesday, I'm going to guess, maybe Wednesday, to the service centers, just depending on when transfers move. So you're looking at a few days wait for a holiday special, as opposed to, I believe last year it was like 14 days. But this time we're looking at 2 or 3 day wait. Parts are already either in shop or on the way. Confirmed tracking numbers, the whole bit. So we have no supply chain glitches this year. It is pretty impressive stuff. So 32 23H2 copies remain, and the holiday special desktop and laptop are off to a launch. And we're going to spend a segment on each of them today. So if you're thinking about the holiday special laptop, we're going to do a segment on that next. Then we'll do the holiday special desktop, tell you about what makes it special this year, and what makes a holiday special a holiday special. Like, what's the deal? Why are they different than buying any other computer for Christmas? Isn't any computer you buy at Christmas a holiday special, right? 402-558-1110. You know that's not true. 888-250-2091. Dave, welcome to the program. How can I help you today on Compute This?
Yes, good morning, Thor.
Good morning.
When I had my computer up there, it's been a while back for my maintenance checkup, I noticed that when I turn my computer on and then log in, I used to have the real small Secure Updater badge show up in the lower right-hand corner.
Yes.
And now all I have is the big icon on the left side of the screen, and then there's one down by the start menu now. But it appears when I used to do this before the maintenance check, that was the first thing it did. It said it was looking for updates, but it seems like the only way it's doing it right now is if I click on that one that's down by the start menu and give it permission to do it. So I'm trying to figure out how I can get that to come up and automatically do it, or is it still doing it?
Gotcha. So when Secure Updater launches, it always asks for that permission the first time it launches. So if you're launching it and it's asking for permission, that means it didn't launch automatically with the computer for some reason. So it's not,
okay.
The problem is it's not auto launching, and it should be. There could be a lot of different reasons for that, and we can definitely take a look at over the Schrock desk for you, and we won't charge you anything to get Secure Updater working right, because that's the whole point of Secure Updater. You don't want to have to think about it. You just want it to launch and do its job. And then for those of you listening, Secure Updater installs all of the third-party patches for your computer that you don't want to have to remember to install. So you don't want to be thinking about it. You just want it to work. And so, definitely give us a call in the service center. Let us do a Schrock desk and make sure we can figure out why that's not automatically launching. There is I don't know, I don't want to call it a bug, but it's a glitch that is present in Secure Updater where if you don't reboot your computer often, over a longer period of time, the program will just disappear from the taskbar. It'll close, and then basically Windows cleans up the memory and it goes away, and you have to launch it again. We are working on a coding solution for that. It's going to be the form of a brand new version of Secure Updater. Once we have Drive Advisor out the door, that's our next project. So we're going to address that. But so it could be something like that where maybe it is launching, but then if you don't reboot your computer for a week, it kind of just closes. or it could be that it's not automatically launching at all. And so we just want to take a look real quick and make sure that it is launching automatically for you.
Okay, I'll give Lincoln a call afternoon sometime today and see if they can take a look at it for me.
Sounds good. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Thor.
No sweat. 402-558-1110, 888-250-2091. And just like that, Dave is in the drawing for a $25 Schrock Innovations gift certificate. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, what is a holiday special? Why is it special? And why is this year's holiday special way different than the ones that you've seen before? We're going to tell you coming up next on Compute This.
Everyone has experienced some form of data loss or knows someone who has. It's unfortunate, but sometimes the technology we rely on simply fails. And the last question you want to hear at that time is, you have a backup, right? When your hard drive, memory card, backup drive, or flash drive fails you, turn to the data recovery experts at Schrock Innovations to get those pictures, songs, and memories back. You know, not all data recovery companies are the same. Having the right tools and knowledge to get the job done right on the first attempt makes all the difference between a successful recovery and the permanent loss of your important data. Sometimes you only get one shot at a successful recovery. That's why Schrock has invested in top-of-the-line recovery imagers, a Class 100 clean environment, over 10,000 donor components, and a staff of recovery engineers that are the best in the business. Schrock has a 96% recovery rate getting data back from failed devices. When the unthinkable happens and you need your data back, turn to the experts at Schrock Innovations for professional and affordable data recovery services.
Schrock Innovations can't teleport technicians to you, but online help is only a click away with the Schrock Desk. Subscribe today and get unlimited help whenever you need it.
Laptops are subjected to some of the most stressful computing situations imaginable. They get dropped, stepped on, slapped shut, and pushed until the battery dies sometimes. Your laptop works hard for you, so when it has a problem, take it to the laptop experts at Schrock Innovations. Schrock has 4 convenient service centers in Nebraska and Iowa, with more than 100 total bench spots to get your technology up and running again. Schrock has the largest supply of replacement components in stock, and we fix more laptops than any other nearby repair center. Why wait weeks to get your computer fixed when Schrock can diagnose the problem, provide you with a friendly and accurate estimate, and fix it usually in 2 days or less? Remember, if you have never been into our service centers before, new customers get their first hour of labor free. So the next time your laptop screen gets cracked, the keys pop off your keyboard, or your 2-year-old decides a glass of milk is exactly what your laptop needs to cool off, take it to Schrock and let your local laptop repair experts get it back in top shape again.
Alrighty, guys, welcome back into Compute This. My name is Thor Schrock. I'm the owner of the Schrock Innovations Computer Company. 402-558-1110, 888-250-2091 numbers to join us on the program. So what exactly is a holiday special? It's not exactly, we're pretty good about our marketing at Schrock, if I do say so myself. The holiday special, that's like back in the day before we had the preventative maintenance checkup, it was called the diagnostics. Yeah, and we were going to perform the diagnostics on your computer. And it was just like, well, what is the diagnostics? Like, what does that even mean? It's like a preventative maintenance checkup. A reasonable person understands what that means, right? But what does the diagnostics mean? You're going to perform the diagnostics. Well, the holiday special. What is a holiday special? If we had a marketing line that was like the biggest, baddest computer you've ever bought in your entire life that'll last your family 10 years or longer, it just doesn't fit in like on the bumper sticker. It's too long. But that's what you're getting when you buy a holiday special. Let me break it down Barney style. When you go to buy a computer, people will go to a box store or to a shop like Schrock, and they'll stand in front of the computers that are there. And they'll say, well, I don't do a lot with my computer. And most people say the same thing when you ask them, what do you do with your computer? Internet, word processing, you do some email, maybe some bill pay. And then they usually have one other specialization thing, like they'll do like a genealogy, or I run a small farm, or something like that. And nobody ever thinks that that's a big deal. Like that one little extra thing I do, my TurboTax on it. That one little extra thing that you're doing with your computer makes you different than the average bear. You're not an average user at that point. And so what happens when people come into a store to buy a computer, they say, well, I just need a computer that'll do what I need it to do. I don't need to spend a lot of extra money on a bunch of bells and whistles that I don't need. Okay? It's a very frugal approach to shopping. It's a very Midwestern, philosophy of not wasting your money because you're buying things you don't need. Okay? Now, normally, if you're buying a car and you're like, well, I don't need to buy the F-350 because I'm not hauling a horse trailer or something. Okay. I don't have any plans on buying horses or anything like that, or mobile homes or whatever else, that makes sense. You're going to buy the F-150. You're not going to buy a bunch of hauling power that you don't need. But when it comes to computers, the logic is different because every single year, software through the patches and the updates and what the computers are doing for us in our lives becomes more complex. Every single year. So a lot of people say, why does my computer slow down over time? Your computer doesn't slow down over time. Your computer is working just as fast as it did the day you bought it in many cases. It's just that the demand on your computer has increased substantially. It's being asked to do a lot more than it was 2 or 3 years ago. So if you buy a computer today that meets the exact needs of what you need to do today, 18 months from now, it feels really slow because the demand has increased on the laptop. What you're doing with it has increased, but the computer has a fixed amount of hardware to make you happy. And that's where the holiday special comes in. The holiday special is the biggest, baddest, most ridiculous computer that you absolutely do not need all the horsepower that it has. It is, whether it's a laptop or the desktop, they're both way over-spec'd for our normal customers. Now, we have some advanced customers that do push the envelope sometimes. But for most of our normal customers, this is a ridiculous overestimation of what you need. But because we're doing that, this computer lasts way longer than 18 months. We have customers, we have a customer right now who's on our early bird list who hasn't made a decision yet because he's trying to figure out if he should upgrade his 2013 holiday special with a core upgrade so that he can run Windows 11, or if he should just buy a whole new holiday special. That's a 10-year-old holiday special, and he's like trying to, it's going to be about $700-800 to upgrade it, or I could buy a whole new holiday special for $15 or $15.99. May as well. I don't know what do you think I should do? And he's having a difficulty deciding because the computer that he bought 10 years ago, right now, is just a normal computer. After 10 years. How many of you have a computer that you purchased 10 years ago that still is considered normal today? Very few of you, unless you have a holiday special, very few of you. But that's what makes the holiday special so awesome. Now, that still doesn't excuse, wasting of money though, right? So if you were going to come in and you said, Thor, I'm going to buy a Venture and I want to get a monitor and I want to get a keyboard and mouse and I need a data transfer, you're at like $1,300-1,400, okay? For a desktop computer, for a higher end desktop computer is slightly more than you need. Okay. For $200 more, you can get a computer that is like 10 times what you need, comes with way better features, way better specifications, and is going to last your family a lot longer. When you get into the service center and you're looking at that catalog and you're like, yeah, this makes a lot of sense because we sell them at cost. Why do we sell them at cost? The objective of the holiday special is to make you a customer for the next decade. Because people bring their computers back for service where they buy them. Number one. Number two, this is something special. So this is something special that we can do at Schrock that, Walmart can't do. The Mart can't do this. Dell can't do this. The only people who can do this are small, flexible, nimble businesses. And you get a unique product because that's who we are. It's really fun to do, but we have to limit the number that we do because if you sell too many watermelons at cost, eventually you can't pay for the watermelon truck anymore. So, we're going to sell 300 units is the total amount. We've literally sold through almost a third of those already, a little over a third, because of the people on the early bird list. And now today on the radio show is your opportunity to go to SchrockInnovations.com to click on Shop and Specials. It's not under the regular computer categories because we didn't want customers just stumbling upon it and ordering online. We just wanted our radio show listeners to have a couple days to go in there and dig around and find it. and say, this is awesome, I'm going to buy one. And then, by the time we launch the big sale, you're already in the pipeline. Guys, this was because of my Mustang wait. That was the most frustrating experience for any product purchase I've ever had in my life. When you buy a product in July and you're told it's going to be here at the end of July, and here we are in the middle of October and you don't have it yet, that was really frustrating. Especially when you're excited about a product that you want to be excited about. So I don't want that to happen. We saw the early bird list, and then I saw that 2.3H2 is going to drop any day now, and I said, both of those things are going to happen at the same dang time, right? And we're going to get absolutely crushed. So let's go ahead and contact the early birds early, get their computers going early, get the catalogs sent out to people, the digital catalogs sent out to people so that they can take a look at them if they want to. Because, of course, our regular catalogs are still at the printer because we're not launching until November 1st, right? So why do we need the catalogs before November 1st? Well, this is your chance. If you want to go to SchrockInnovations.com, click on Shop and Specials, you can check out the holiday special laptop and desktop, and we're going to tell you some of the specifications of those. And April, we're going to take your call coming up next on Compute This.
Remember the good old days when virus detection worked like Where's Waldo? Spot the virus in the striped shirt and you win. Today's infections are changing hourly to avoid detection and use social engineering to trick you into making mistakes. Using yesterday's security to defend against today's threats is like using leeches to stop an infection. It just doesn't work. We recommend Sophos Intercept X antivirus backed by Schrock's virus-free guarantee. Sophos uses the power of AI to detect the patterns of a virus attack and responds with Schrock's custom actions that stop it fast. With Sophos on your PC, Mac, Android, or iOS device, you get the state-of-the-art protection you need to defend against the most advanced attacks out there. In fact, if your device gets a virus while running Sophos antivirus, Schrock will remove it for free, guaranteed. It hasn't happened yet, and we intend to keep it that way. Ditch your dad's antivirus and keep your device, data, and identity safe with Sophos and Schrock Innovations.
If you can dream it, Schrock Interactive's website developers can make it happen. Refresh your website, automate sales and marketing, and grow your business today with Schrock Interactive.
You know your computer needs modern antivirus, and you know using a VPN helps protect your identity online. But did you know that all of that protection could be useless if you're running outdated programs? We all run common free software like Adobe Reader, Dropbox, Firefox, and Chrome. Every day, there are critical security updates for these common programs that don't get automatically installed for up to 2 weeks. That's an eternity in today's world. That's why Schrock created Secure Updater. Secure Updater checks for and installs these critical updates every 8 hours, boosting your antivirus by closing off attack vectors before they can be used to penetrate your computer. Go to secureupdater.com and try it for free. We are so confident in our product, we don't even ask for a credit card to start the trial. Go to secureupdater.com today and start your 14-day trial and enjoy having the peace of mind that your software is being updated quickly and safely. You will be shocked at the number of programs that are out of date on your PC right now. Get your 14-day free trial at secureupdater.com.
Alrighty, folks, welcome back into Compute This. My name is Thor Schrock. I'm the owner of the Schrock Innovations Computer Company. Holiday special laptop and desktop are available for your perusal at SchrockInnovations.com. Just click on Shop and Specials. We have them hidden there, so only the radio listeners can find them right now. 402-558-1110, 888-250-2091. April, welcome to the program. How can I help you on Compute This?
Well, I have an easy question probably because we bought 2 copies of that Safe Updater, and the Windows you had always said was supposed to be updated mid-October. Did we miss something?
Nope, you did not miss the 2.3H2 update. It has not been released. There was rumors it was going to be released first in September. Then the next whisper date was October 10th. Then they pushed that back. Ironically, we did see a computer come in, like an HP, that came into one of the service centers. That was a brand new off-the-shelf HP. A customer bought it and then brought it in for a data transfer. And it was running 2.3H2. So manufacturers have 2.3H2. So it's been finalized, but it has not been released to the public yet. And so once it is released, we will definitely send up the smoke signals, the Facebook messages, the text messages, the phone calls. We'll let you know when it's time, but you did not miss it yet. It has not been released.
Okay, because I was afraid maybe it updated all by itself and messed up things.
Nope, not yet. I mean, it will, though, but not yet.
I mean, it won't do it on its own. I mean, we have to tell it, right?
No, it'll do it completely on it. It's going to do it completely on its own when it releases. That's the whole point.
Well, how does Safe update or save it?
Well, basically, when Microsoft releases these updates, without getting too technical in the weeds, your computer only needs certain components of the update. So Microsoft identifies which components it thinks your computer needs, so it doesn't have to download the entire update to you. Then it downloads the pieces that you need and then creates like a custom installer for your computer. When your computer is installing the update, any number of things can go wrong. So what we do instead with Safe Upgrade is we download the entire update, all the pieces, whether you need them or not, because that way if suddenly you need a piece that you don't have, that's one of the reasons things blow up. Second thing is we're going to check your hardware before you run Safe Upgrade. So we actually this year in the Safe Upgrade software, rather than making it install Drive Advisor as a separate program, we built the hard drive detection technology directly into Safe Upgrade. So basically, if you have a bad hard drive, it's going to figure that out before we even start, and it's going to tell you, hey, do not go forward. Get the hard drive fixed first. It's going to make sure you're running antivirus software. And then when it installs the update, it's going to do it the same way that we would do it on the bench in the service center. As a result, the installation goes a lot smoother. There's a lot less opportunity for things to get blown up. And if something does go sideways, then you've got a warranty with Schrock, and you're not looking at an unexpected repair bill.
Okay, so if somehow it did it all by itself, you'd save us.
Well, I mean, you bought Safe Upgrade. We're not into taking people's money and not doing anything for them. So, but yeah, we're gonna let you know when it's time to go. And then we do have some people who just don't run their Safe Upgrade. But now with the new software, we'll be able to track you down like Blockbuster Video and come after you and say, run it, run it, run it, run it, run it. Go, 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 go.
So it actually updates it, and then Safe Upgrade or Updater fixes it. Is that kind of?
Well, no, Safe Upgrade does the update. It installs the update. But the thing is, the update will also automatically install if you don't run Safe Upgrade. So usually it can take anywhere from a few days to a week for it to automatically install. It's not something that happens instantaneously because it's a big update. It takes some time to download.
I just said it did something awful by itself. All right. Thanks.
All right. Thank you, April. Have a great afternoon. 402-558-1110, 888-250-2091. So let's start off with the holiday special desktop, guys. Again, these are available at SchrockInnovations.com. Click on Shop and Specials. This year's holiday special desktop, the last year's monitor was so good. It was such an amazing monitor. It was so well received that we used it again this year. So it is the Asus iCare blue light filtering monitor with a built-in webcam and microphone. So literally the computer has everything you need to do. It's speakers too, right in the monitor, just like an all-in-one basically. It's got everything that you need to do full video conferencing if you're still doing the Zoom thing or if you're doing telehealth, stuff like that. You've got everything you need right there on the desk. You don't have to have any extra devices hanging off the screen or anything like that. Inside the computer is where the real magic happens. I often joke that I feel bad for the 2024 holiday special because I don't know how we're going to do anything that blows this one out of the water next year. Because this year is such an epic improvement over last year's. The processor is literally 3 times faster than last year's holiday special. The memory is DDR5 memory instead of DDR4 memory. Instead of 32 gigs last year, you got 32 gigs with the holiday special. This year, you're getting 64 gigs of memory with the holiday special. Last year, you got a 1 terabyte Gen 3 hard drive. This year, you get a 2 terabyte Gen 4 hard drive. So the hard drive is faster and it's bigger. And it still has a 2 terabyte backup drive in it. And the power supply provides double the power that you need to run the computer. So as the power supply wears out over time, as they all do, you have a lot of wearing down that can happen before you've got to replace that thing. Compare that to a Dell, for example, that'll give you, a similar computer with a 230 watt power supply. And, you can lose about 10 watts before, your computer is doing funky things or not turning on or locking up. And you end up having to replace that thing within 18 months. So everything about the holiday special is engineered to make it just a long-lasting, good value for your family. The holiday special desktop comes in at $15.99. So it's $15.99 for the holiday special desktop. That includes the monitor, keyboard, mouse, speakers, and of course the tower. The tower this year is a brand new enclosure. It's a brand new case. It's like a grayish silver, and it's glass side panels. One side panel is clear. A lot of people like to see the inner workings of the computer and what's going on in there. One of the most popular updates that we've gotten this year for the holiday special that's been kind of surprising to me anyway. We offered it, so we knew some people would want it, but the RGB fans, the colored fans that you can add inside the computer case. If you go look at the display model at any of the service centers, you'll see that they're equipped with the colored fans. And it's something that pretty much everyone has said, Thor, if you told me you want colored fans in your computer, they would all have said, no, I don't need that. But then when you see the colored fans in the holiday special and how the lights reflect off all the other internal components, it just makes it look next level cool. But then, speaking of next level cool, the fans themselves, from a functional perspective, it's not just aesthetic. They add 300% cooling to the interior of that case. What does that do? Cooler computer parts last longer and perform faster than parts that are not cool or that are less cool or warmer. So the computer doesn't come with the colored fans because if you have your computer on in your bedroom at night, for example, you don't want the colored fans because it's going to be too bright. But the colored fans have been an incredibly popular upgrade option that has been really surprising to me. The other one that's been surprising is the gaming option, because now so many programs like, all the Adobe products, Illustrator, After Effects, Photoshop, they all use a graphics card now for hardware acceleration to make the computer run much faster when you're doing things with these programs. So the gaming package has been an incredibly popular upgrade, not because a lot of our customers game on it, but because they're editing photos and doing other things on it that can use the graphics card to accelerate the hardware. And of course, that means we upgrade the power supply to a gold-rated power supply, 1,000 watts. The whole bit as part of the gaming package has been pretty popular too. One of the things I will mention is the extended warranties. I've seen a lot of people, the computer is an incredible value at $15.99. We priced out a similar computer at Dell. It came in over $2,500. So at $15.99, you are saving a lot of money over what you would pay for a box store or major brand name variant with similar specification. With that said, though, we're still in an economy that's not exactly like rip-roaring, right? So people are really being choosy about how they're spending their money. And where we're seeing that come out is in the form of extended warranties on the holiday special, which is really surprising to me. Because typically if people buy like a Boundless or an Ultimate upgrade, getting them to take a year of extended warranty is really a push. But when you're dealing with the holiday special, when you're dealing with a $1,600 computer, getting 3 years of warranty added to that is usually an afterthought. Because if the processor dies, it's like a $600 processor. The hard drive is like a $400 hard drive. There is no doubt if something goes wrong with this computer at any point in the 4 years that you have the warranty coverage for, you're going to be really glad you have that warranty. And then, of course, if you don't use the warranty at the end of the warranty term, we will credit that $300 back to you for that 3-year warranty so that it goes into your Schrock account. You can use it for anything you want. Accessories, subscriptions. You can use it to buy another year of warranty, for example. You just keep flipping it until you need it. There's a lot. It's an unbelievable program to help keep you as a customer and keep you satisfied as a customer. But customers are not buying. Maybe they're just buying a year. The reason I'm bringing this up right now, guys, is we have really resisted raising prices at Schrock. We're in a very competitive industry. It's very difficult to raise prices. Our labor costs are up 30% this year, just like every other business. There's been some significant cost increases, but we've tried to keep a lid on the prices. We've actually reduced the prices for some of our hardware components. That said, one of the things that's going up next year is extended warranties. Because our cost of labor is going up, the cost of servicing the warranties is going up. So you're looking at probably a 25% increase on the cost of extended warranties next year. What does that mean? That means if you buy a 1-year warranty and you go to flip it next year, you're buying a 1-year warranty for $100. You go to roll that over, all of a sudden the warranties are costing $150 to roll over. So you got to cough up $50 extra, even with the credit you have on account to roll that warranty. Buy the 3-year extended warranty. If you've already purchased and you only bought 1 year, or you decided not to get the warranty, give us a call back. We can still add the warranty for you. Even if you've already taken delivery of the computer, we can still add the warranty. It's definitely worth it. So Ryzen 7 7700X processor, 64 gigs of RAM, 2 terabyte hard drive, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, AX Wi-Fi, good stuff, Wi-Fi 6. I mean, it's literally the best computer that money can buy, the best desktop money can buy anywhere, even from Dell. $15.99 available at SchrockInnovations.com. Just click on Shop and Specials. Going to take a quick break. Cheryl, your call and the holiday special laptop coming up next on Compute This.
There are enough unused computers in storage to give every man, woman, and child in the U.S. an old, outdated, and useless computer system. Obsolete tablets and smartphones are nearly as bad. Most people know not to throw them into the landfill where they leak and contaminate, but it's hard to find a place to safely recycle electronics. That's why Schrock Innovations offers free recycling for computers, laptops, phones, tablets, cords, and accessories. In fact, only monitors and printers have a small recycling fee. Everything else is free. More importantly, Schrock will securely delete any data from your devices and hard drives before they are sent to a certified recycling partner who will then repeat the wiping process just to be safe. When you recycle your old technology at Schrock, you know your identity and privacy are protected and your equipment is being actually recycled by a certified recycling partner. Schrock is proud to recycle more e-waste than we produce annually, making a positive difference to our economy and ecology. Do your part by dropping your old gear at any Schrock service center and be part of the area's largest and most popular technology recycling program with Schrock Innovations.
Drive Advisor is a free program from Schrock Innovations that monitors your hard drive's health and tells you if it's going bad. Download it for free at driveadvisor.com.
You would probably rather drink the water at Camp Lejeune than get another call about the desperate need to renew your car's expiring warranty. Who actually responds to those calls? Everyone wants to play the warranty game where you pay money now just in case you need service later that everyone hopes you won't need or use. It's such a waste. It's no different with computers. Major manufacturers' warranties have more subscript crosses than a Sunday morning church service. Batteries are exempt. Hard drives must be completely dead and forget about anything that they can remotely claim as physical damage. That's why Schrock warranties are different. When you purchase a modular PC or a solid-state laptop and extend your warranty, we offer a no-risk money-back guarantee. If you need the warranty, you will be thrilled to have it. If you don't use it, we refund your money automatically every time. That's right, we are so confident in the quality of our products that our extended warranties are refundable. Many Schrock customers use their refunds to purchase another warranty or pocket the savings and move on. We all know you'll need it to cover that expiring car warranty anyway. Schrock's refundable extended warranties. Just another way the Schrock Innovations Computer Company makes your computer work for you.
Alrighty, guys, final segment of the program. Thanks for sticking with us through the show today. My name is Thor Schrock. I'm the owner of the Schrock Innovations Computer Company. Want to give you a quick reminder that after the program concludes, give me about 5-6 minutes to reset, and then we'll be doing the Aftershock. It'll be a shortened version of the Aftershock today because Papa Schrock is on kid duty because the lovely Kimberly is putting up Christmas trees. So I got to boogie on out of here. I can't stick around for an hour and a half on her Aftershock today. I've been given explicit instructions. But with that said, the UAW and Ford have a deal. So we're going to tell you what's going on there and why the union, even when they're inking a deal, the UAW is still using it as a cudgel. I mean, it's crazy. Also, more examples of why you should not take your stock picking advice from the computer guy. We're going to give you those here on the show today. Also, during the Aftershock, we're going to give you some behind the scenes peeks into how the holiday special came to be this year and some of the challenges that we faced, some of the funny stories that happened along the way, things like that, some of the surprises. It's always an interesting story for a small business and the challenges that you don't anticipate. But before we get into all that, Cheryl, welcome to the program. How can I help you today on Compute This?
Yes. Hi, Thor. This is Cheryl from Cheryl and Rich in Council Bluffs.
Oh, hey.
And we had a little trouble with a computer this week, and we think it had been hacked, so we called and dealt with Jacob, and he was wonderful and helped us to get it back online, on
Awesome.
track. But in the process, when I got onto the computer, I could not receive my emails either on the computer or on the phone.
Weird.
So then we dealt with Austin. We called back and dealt with Austin He. And was he ever wonderful also? Just compliments for your staff. Very, very courteous. And I had to call back Austin T a couple of times, got everything straightened out, got my emails back. And so thank you very much to both of those gentlemen.
Well, thank you for taking the time to call in and tell me, Cheryl. I mean, all these texts are at the Papillion Service Center, so it's amazing. You know, the other day I got an alert that popped up on my phone that's like, you know, hey, there's a new review, because sometimes it pops up on my phone when someone leaves a review on Google. And so you're always supposed to respond to those, and I go to respond to it, and then it's like, oh, you have 47 other reviews. Do you want to keep responding? And I'm like, 47 reviews? Oh my gosh. And it was, you know, at first you're like, oh, I got to respond to all these because it's Google, and if you don't respond, Google kind of knocks you in the search results, so you have to respond. So I'm going through and I'm responding to all of them, and it was not a mixed bag at all. It was 5 stars all the way down. And I can't tell you, you know, calls like yours, Cheryl, today, and reviews like that, they're such a positive and uplifting thing, not just for me, but for our entire staff. That, you know, those kind of comments like what you just did here, that makes it into employee reviews. You know, we actually keep track of that kind of stuff, and when Marissa does a review, she'll bring that up. So I really appreciate you taking the time to call and tell me all that.
Okay, certainly. Thank you. They were both so kind. All of your staff is always very kind. Thank you, Thor.
Thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate it. Greg, welcome to the program. How can I help you on Compute This today?
Well, I got on late and I didn't hear. What's the 3-year warranty deal?
Oh, sure. The extended warranty.
I bought the desktop yesterday in Papillion, and Austin, by the way, is whatever you pay him, you should double his wage because he's way smart.
Well, luckily I have 2 Austins that work there, so I don't know who you're talking about. So I can't do it.
What?
I have 2 Austins that work there. There's 2 guys. I would hate to double the wrong guy's pay. That'd be
it'll do them both then.
No, they're both real good.
Anyway, I got on late. I didn't hear the 3-year. I bought the 1-year warranty, but then I heard you when I got on. My truck wasn't letting me connect to the radio properly, and finally got through.
Yes.
What's the 3-year warranty?
So basically, when you buy a new computer at Schrock, you can add 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years. It's $99 a year, and you can choose how many years you want to add. So it comes with 1 year. So if you add 3 years, you have a total of a 4-year warranty. Now, the warranties are refundable. So if you don't use that warranty, if you have no warranty claims in 4 years, you get your $300 back at the end of the warranty term. It's an automatic refund. It happens. The human doesn't have to do it. You don't have to call in for it to happen. Puts the money in your Schrock account. So the next time you come in or you want to buy something or renew something, suddenly you have this credit on account that you can use that you don't know why you have. So we will call you and say, hey, your warranty is expiring. You have a refund. Do you want to use some of that refund to buy another year of warranty? And so you can then basically just start flipping your warranty. You can start rolling it over. Well, what I'm getting at is you weren't alone. A lot of people only bought the 1 year warranty. And normally this time when we do a holiday special, most people buy the 3-year warranty. We did a training session with all the guys. And I'm like, guys, 3-year warranties, you know, don't mess around with 1 year warranties. Go straight for the 3-year warranty because that's what customers want. That's what they need for this computer because they're going to have it for a decade. But then we've had a lot of customers saying no to the 3-year warranty and dropping down to the 1 year warranty, you know, as a cost saving measure. But what you don't realize is in trying to save that money up front, you're actually costing yourself more money later. Typically, an extended warranty is 25% more expensive to buy after the fact, like later on when it expires and you renew it. But next year, we're going to have to raise the prices of those warranties by $25. So it's not going to be 25% more expensive. It's going to be 50% more expensive. So if you can call back in and we can change it to a 3-year, and that's not a problem.
Does the warranty doesn't, when you could bring it in for the maintenance checkup, that doesn't affect the warranty, right?
Nope, not at all. In fact, the maintenance checkup is a great way for us if there's something that's wrong with the computer that we do a warranty repair ticket, like where we're replacing a piece of hardware, for example. A virus warranty doesn't impact your extended warranty. And some customers, when we call them up and we'll say, well, hey, one of your fans is bad. It's going to be $60 to replace it. Do you want us to burn the warranty for a $60 fan, or do you want to just pay the $60? And so some customers, we'll give you the option if you want to use the warranty or not, because you don't want to use it for something stupid and lose $300 for a $60 fan, you know?
Right, right. All right, thanks.
Hey, thank you, Greg. Appreciate it. Thanks for listening, and thanks for getting all connected in the truck and everything. All right, so the holiday special laptop, guys. The holiday special laptop this year is truly phenomenal. The screen is the best screen that we've ever offered in a holiday special. It's a 2K resolution screen. It is Pantone certified. What that means is the colors that you see on the screen when you print something or you send something off to Shutterfly or whatever to get printed, if you're doing anything creative with this computer, the colors that you see on the screen are the colors that will come out of the printer. The color you see on the screen is what your photos will look like when they're printed. It is a Pantone certified screen. Most of the time, photographers, videographers, back in the day, they used to have to buy a filter that they would like hang over the screen that would color correct the monitor. You don't need to do anything like that now because everything you see on the screen is exactly what you're going to get. The keyboard is backlit, just like last year's. The processor is a phenomenal 7700U. So literally it's the same generation of processor that comes in the holiday special desktop, except it's in a laptop. It's crazy. It's literally 3-4 times faster than last year's holiday special. The memory, it comes with 40 gigabytes of memory in a laptop. 40 gigabytes. You know, when you're buying laptops now, like if you come and buy a standard Schrock laptop, you're either getting 8 or 12 gigs of RAM. 40? 40 is crazy. Also comes with the 2 terabyte hard drive, that Gen 4 2 terabyte hard drive. Last year's holiday special laptop came with a 500 gig hard drive. This is a Gen 4 2 terabyte hard drive in a laptop. Just phenomenal stuff, guys. The Wi-Fi is 802.11ax, so it's the fastest Wi-Fi you can get. It also has Bluetooth. Golly, I'm running out. All the USB ports they have the USB 3.2 ports. They're all new and upgraded, so they work really well with the new Schrock modular external hard drives if you want to add a backup drive to it. But same thing with the warranty. You definitely want to take a look at the 3-year warranty on the holiday special laptop. It's something you're not going to regret. But basically, the holiday special laptop and desktop are both being sold at cost at Schrock while supplies last. We're going to officially release the holiday special on November 1st. That's when the catalogs will be in the service center. That's when everything will be, here we go, holiday special time. You have the opportunity here a couple days early to take a look at it on the website, SchrockInnovations.com. Click on Shop and then Specials. If you want to come into the service center, the display models are up and available for you to look at in each service center, so you can actually lay hands on it. You can see what those RGB fans look like in that holiday special desktop and how awesome they are. It's a phenomenal computer this year. It's to the point, and I'm going to get into this in the aftershock a little bit. The staff reactions to this year's holiday special were off the chart. Typically, the holiday special is a group planning effort, and I'm going to go into how we normally build these, like how we engineer them during the aftershock today, and why this year's was a little bit different. But this year was completely under wraps. I designed the whole thing start to finish, and my staff was stunned because I broke every single holiday special rule you can break, and the computer, as a result, is absolutely phenomenal to the point my staff wants to run it as their computer. All right, today's winner, $25 Schrock Innovations gift certificate, is April. Congratulations, April. We're going to get $25 in your Schrock account. You can use it toward anything you want. Amy will get that to you on Monday there. As I mentioned, the Aftershock is coming up here at facebook.com/Schrock Innovations. We also have 2 Jacobs in Papillion. That's great. Winston's like, Jacob, help me over the Schrock desk. My son's name is Jacob, so I'll just pretend that you're talking about him. But yeah, we'll be doing the Aftershock here coming up next on facebook.com/Schrock Innovations. Stay tuned for that. And we're open in the service centers. All of them except Des Moines are open today from noon until 5. And of course, tomorrow from 10 to 8. Stop in anytime you like. And we'll see you again next weekend for another exciting edition of Compute This.
From the Amish Furniture of Nebraska studio.